Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing fine. In today's video, I brought some daily practice worksheets for both maths and English. In these worksheets, you will find all the topics that we have covered in the previous videos. So without much delay, let's move to the video. So let us take a look at the first activity sheet. It is for phonics. What I did here is I pasted here some pictures and wrote some letters. Now kid has to match the beginning sound of the word with its letter. For example, the first picture it is of a cap. So cap, it starts with K. So he has to match the picture with the letter K. Now the second one, it is bag. So the bag starts with B. So he has to match it with B. Rat, it starts with R. So he has to match it with R. And this one is fan. So he has to match it with F. The next activity sheet is to write the missing short vowel sounds. We have already did a video on short vowel sounds. So this activity sheet is to practice vowel sounds. Up. So what's the middle sound? It is A. Take a look at the next picture. It is bus. So how you say bus? B-us. So what is the middle sound? The first sound is B. The middle sound is A. Again it is A. Let us take a look at this one. It is a picture of a cat. So how will you say cat? K-at. So what's the middle sound? It is A. So kid has to write here A. And next it is log. So how you say log? L-og. O. So kid has to write here O. Next it is, what is the picture? It is pan. So how you say pan? P-an. A. Next one it is pen. P-n. P-n. Pen. So that is how we have to fill out this activity sheet. On to the next activity sheet, what we have to do here is we have to match the pictures with the same beginning sound. So in both sides I have given some pictures. Now what kid has to do is he has to look at both sides and has to match the pictures that starts with the same beginning sound. So the first picture is that of an ant. So he has to look at this side, which picture starts with the sound A. So the ant, this is ant, and this one is apple. Both starts with A. The next one it is bag. So which one will start with B? Here there is ball. So bag and ball starts with B. Next one it is cap. So cap and cat starts with K sound. Next it is fan and fish. Both starts with F sound. The next activity sheet for phonics is this one. The kid has to circle the beginning sound. He has to look at the picture and he has to circle the beginning sound. So for here, this is the picture of a ball. So the ball starts with B. So he has to circle the beginning sound, which is B. This is leaf. It starts with L. Flower starts with F. So he has to circle F. And next one it is house. It starts with this beginning sound is H. So he has to circle H sound. The next one it is, I have given some letters here. Now the kid has to arrange the letters in alphabetical order. So here is given B, D, C, A. So he has to arrange them in the alphabetical order, which is A, B, C, D. One more I have given here, which he has to do it in the same manner. Let's move on to the next activity sheet. What I did here is I pasted some pictures here. And now what kid has to do is, he has to look at the picture. He has to say the word. For example, the first one it is can. So he has to say can and he has to break that word into its individual sound. So how will you say it? K and can. Then he has to write the word. Let's look at this one. This is called phonemic segmentation. You are breaking the word so that it is easy for the kid to write the sound. The next picture is that of a bed. So you have to ask the kid what is it? This is bed. Now how you say it? B-ed, bed. After sounding it, then he has to write it. Next one it is jet. J-et, jet. Next it is rat. R-at, rat. This is hen. How you say this? Hen, hen. in, hen. Next it is hat, at, hat. So this is the way how you have to practice this activity sheets with your kid. This is actually the opposite of blending. In blending, what we do is we'll join the sounds together to form a word. But for segmentation, what we'll do is already there's a word. Now kid has to break that word into its individual sound so that it is easy for him to write it. Next activity sheet is to practice digraphs, which we already learned in the previous video. Now this is a simple activity sheet. I pasted some pictures here. The first one is that of a shorts. So what kid has to do is he has to circle the right digraph. So shorts, it is sh. So he has to circle that digraph. Next one it is sheep. So sheep, the digraph is sh. So he has to circle that one. This one is tooth. So which digraph? It is th. So he has to circle that. And the next one it is cheese. So the digraph starts with ch. And the last one it is tree. So the digraph is th. So you have to circle that one. This activity sheet is for following the instruction. What I did here is I draw a simple picture here and written some instructions below. Kid has to read the instruction and has to color it. So this is for coloring as well as for reading practice. So here the first instruction is color the tree trunk brown. So trunk should be brown. Color the leaves green. Color the clouds blue. Color the windows of the house red. So windows will be red. Color the sun orange. Color the flowers yellow and purple. Color the door of the house blue. Color the roof of the house using your favorite color. This you can use. Now let's take a look at maths worksheet. What I did here is I wrote equations on both sides and the middle I wrote the number 7. So what kid has to do here is he has to find the answer of all these equations, and whichever he finds the answer 7, he has to match it. For example, the first equation, the answer is 3 plus 3, it is 6. So he cannot match it. Second one, it is 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. So he has to match with number 7. So this is a very good activity sheet to practice addition. Let's move on to the next activity sheet. What I did here is I draw some shapes and put some numbers below it. So what kid has to do is he has to find the value of each shape. For example, the first one, it is triangle. So the value is 1. The second one, it is heart. It is 2. Third one, it is circle, so it is 4. Now he has to find the answer of this. So what is 1 plus 2? 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. So, and he has to find the answer 7. Let's take one more example. The next one, it is heart. So the value of heart is 2 plus circle, it is 4, and triangle, it is 1. So what is the answer? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. Like this, he has to find the answers of other. Let's take a look at this activity sheet. Here, kid has to circle letter P. Many kids get confused between P, B, D and Q. So here, kid has to look carefully and circle letter P. Let's move on to this activity sheet. What I did here is I drew some shapes and written some instructions below. Kid has to read the instruction and do this activity. For example, the first one, it is color the hearts red. So he has to find hearts and then he has to color it red. Circle all of the diamonds. Now he has to find the diamonds and he has to circle it. Color the rectangles purple. Now all the rectangles should be colored in purple. So here kids are doing 3 things. He is identifying the shapes, he is coloring, as well as he is reading. This type of activities are very good to include in daily practice. Next activity sheet is a very basic one. I wrote simple equations here. Now kid has to find the answer using fingers. For example, the first one, it is 5 plus 4. So after 5 comes 6, 7, 8, 9. So he has to write the answer 9. Like this, he has to do the remaining equation. The same one, it goes for subtraction. First equation is 10 minus 8. He has to use his fingers and find the answer. So 10 minus 8 is 2. The next one, it is circle the biggest number. So he has to find the biggest number here and he has to circle it. Here the biggest number is 24. The next one, the biggest number is 18. The next one it is write the numbers in ascending order as well as in descending order. So I have given a set of numbers, so he has to write it in both in ascending as well as in descending order. For example, here for ascending order it is 11, 15, 17 and 20. The same way he has to find the descending order, which is 20, 17, 15 and 11. Next question is to use the right symbol. So you have to use the right one, 55 and 54. So 55 is greater than 54. 12 and 16, 16 is greater than 12. 16 and 16 is equal and 24 is greater. So he has to use the right symbol. Now the next one question is, which tree has more number of apples? This is for the concept that we learned many and more. So what kid has to do? He has to look at the number of apples and which tree has more, he has to circle it. So this one has 3 and this one has 4. So this has more number of apples. So he has to circle it. Next one is circle the odd numbers. We already covered this topic. So which is the odd number here? There are two odd numbers. One is 7 and one is 5. And in the second one, the odd number is 1. The next question is circle the even numbers. So you have to find the even numbers here, which are 2 and 6. In the second one it is 4 and 6. Activity for today is this one. What I did here is I draw 9 boxes and has given some instructions below. Now kid has to read the instruction and then has to do this activity. This type of activity will help us to know whether kids are able to comprehend what they are reading. For example, the first instruction is draw 3 red circles in box 3. Now kid has to find box 3 and then how many circles he has to draw? He has to draw 3 circles and circle should be in which color? Red color. So there are so many instructions here for him to follow. So first he has to find box number 3. Then he has to draw how many circles? He has to draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. And it should be in which color? It should be in red. Then next, for this instruction, kid can also draw 3 circles like this. Next instruction is to draw a smiling face in box number 9. So he has to find box number 9 and he has to draw a smiling face. Next is write letter B in box 1. So find box 1 and write letter B. Color the whole box 4 blue. So this is box 4 and he has to color it blue. Write number 9 in box 6. So he has to find box 6 and he has to write number 9 in it. Color box 7 and 8 green. So these two boxes 7 and 8 he should color it green. Draw 2 pink hearts in box 2. So he has to find box 2 and color 2 pink hearts in it. These type of activities will help kids in many ways. It helps them in their reading and also improve their thinking skills. So if your kids are small, you don't have to give them these many instructions. In this activity sheet, I have given 8 instructions. You can reduce into 4 or 3 instructions and gradually you can increase the number of instructions later. So that's all for today's video. I hope you liked my video and you got some useful tips to teach your kids at home. If you like my video, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing it. See you all again with another video. Thanks for watching.